Okay, what's up, gang? We are live for another study session. Welcome in, welcome in. Gonna study section 3 today. Just a short little one. I've got my piece of paper and pencil to take some notes because I don't usually do that, and you're actually allowed to take this into the exam. So I'm going to test out whether I like taking notes or not, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, welcome in and just vibe, chill out, study with me, enjoy yourselves. Session 24 today. I'm getting on about 2 weeks until the section 1 and section 2. Haven't really looked at section 1 thus far. That's only because it's probably the section that I did the least bad in, so I'm just sort of leaving that for now and focusing more on section 3. Biochemistry and physics / math stuff. So we'll look at that now.
Soul killers and $100 billers.
I was doing this last session, so I know the answer. It's D, but I'm just trying to figure out why it, why it's D. So the reason it's 0D because A455 and A575 are the absorbent values, both bilirubin and hemoglobin, and so A455 to equal A575 CB, which is the concentration of bilirubin in the sample, equals 0. Okay, so CH8CB. CH is the concentration of hemoglobin in the sample.
Yo, yo.
Yo, true to me, lad. True to
What's
me.
up, my
Oi, 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 oi.
Got him. Got him.
Most of my stuff is been um like restricted for copyright infringements anyway, which is
What?
hilarious.
Yours Twitch streams?
Nah, my YouTube bits. Um,
What? Because of your music?
yeah. I kind of stopped. I stopped playing music anyway. It's too hard to study and play music at the same time. Want to tutor me for like 20 minutes?
And what subject?
I just want to increase efficiency in any question I'm answering. So like this one's, I kind of did it yesterday. You can look at my stream, or I can screen share, up to you.
Let me see if Twitch is gonna be clear enough.
Oh yeah, that'd be good actually. Check. I think it should be, but just check to make sure it is. Um, I feel like I can figure these answers out on my own, but it just takes an absurd amount of time. And it also helps to
Yeah, it's pretty clear on Twitch.
it also helps to talk it
Oh,
out.
sick shirt.
Yeah,
Sick shirt, brother.
represent RMIT. Buy back. Um, what?
The fucking bite back.
um, this is what I'm working with, right? So I know the answer to this because I did it yesterday, and I did a bit of like, what's it called? What is this? It is called systems of linear equation, is what this is.
Okay.
I'm assuming you know how to do those.
We can work it out.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
I haven't done math in a while, but
okay,
yeah.
ready? I'll tell you where I'm at in understanding this question because I think I already know the answer. But so, um, consider a method for determining the concentration. Is it easier if you read it yourself or if I read it?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Let me
Well,
just I'm just grab my water bottle right now though. 2 seconds. Oh, it's fucking empty. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Go get myself a nice glass of full sugar GGB and then I'll come back.
uh,
I gotta get prepped. I'm gonna do maths.
no, it's not even. It's not even math. It's not even gonna be math.
Alright. It's so hard to find a good beef jerky brand. They all
Yeah.
suck.
Remember I was saying
They
before you
literally
should make
all
your own.
suck. I know, but I just can't be asked.
It is a great snack as well. I love me some jerky. Mate, that was the most cartoonish sip I've ever heard.
It was. I'm drinking.
I heard
I'm
that
drinking
like
it.
bubble down your throat hole.
I was, I was, I was drinking it out of the bottle.
Go, 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 go.
uh, was doing like the.
Hey, that was
Shit.
hey, that was some Daffy Duck drinking if I've ever heard. Um, all right, ready?
Fuck. Yeah.
All right, okay. Consider a method for determining the concentration of bilirubin. So I'm looking at concentration of bilirubin in a sample of
Okay.
serum, which also contains hemoglobin. In this method, the absorbance values of the serum at 455, I don't know what that is, but nm, or
Nanomolar.
so sounds right, 455 nanomolar or 500. Okay, in this method, the absorbance values of the serum at 455 nanomolar or 575 nanomolar due to both bilirubin and hemoglobin are measured. So the absorbance values of the serum at nanomole due to bilirubin and hemoglobin are measured. Two equations are required to express the effect of both pigments. So wait, I don't even really fully understand what's going on there. So in this method, the absorbance values of the serum, okay, at 455 nanomolar or 570 nanomolar due to both bilirubin and hemoglobin measured. Okay, kind of don't get it, but okay. Two equations are required to express the effect of both pigments. Okay. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, question. For a 455 to equal a 575, CH equals 80 CB. Okay, CH. CH is the concentration of hemoglobin in the sample. CB is the concentration of bilirubin in the sample. So if,
You're just solving. You're just solving for. Right. So you're just solving. Assume B, C, B, and CH have units. Okay. I'm not sure if that's important or not. All constraints have the following values. Okay, so what I would do first is substitute in all the values that they. This is the way I would approach it. Is to sub in the constraints that they mentioned. So where KB455, where you see KB455, put in 0.80 or 0.8, whatever. Um, yeah, you know what I mean?
let the constants have the following values.
So
Okay, what's a
in each
constant?
of the equations, where you see a KB455, it's sub in the value 0.8, and when you see KB575 0.1, H 455 0.1, and KH 575 0.01
Okay,
is the way I'd go about that first.
yeah.
And then you want to solve, so then you need to figure out what value. Yeah. Then you have to figure out what you need to sub into CB and CH to have each of those equations the same number as each other. Does that make sense? It's so hard to do without writing it down.
No, well, I was writing. Yeah, I did it. I did this all yesterday. Like I kind of.
Oh, you solved it already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that, what I said,
No,
is that kind of how
no.
you did it, or
Well,
is
no,
that
no. So,
correct, what I said?
um,
Four, maybe?
actually, don't. Let me pull up what I did yesterday. Um, I don't know. I don't know. You're the tutor. You're the tutor here. So,
Um,
so yeah. So I've put the constants in the where they should be. With the, I've changed the constants to their values.
mhm.
And then what? Solve for what? CB and CH.
Well, not necessarily. You just need to know what to sub in. So once you sub in, it'll be like, yeah, let's just say for equation one, it'll be A455 equals 0.8 times CB plus 0.01 times CH. You get me?
No, that's the part I don't get. I don't get where you like.
Because you're subbing in those constants.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm doing A455 equals 0.80 times CB
Mm-hmm.
plus 0.01 times CH.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then then you want to do the same for equation 2. Then what I would do, probably the long way. I'm not sure if there's like a more intelligent way to do it, but what I would then do is go down to the answers, like your options, and then sub sub in each of those, like attempt each of those options, like sub in those things to see if into both equations to see if they end up being the same. That's what I would do.
Um, I think there's a better way to do it, just from what I
Okay.
did yesterday. I just
Yeah.
forget at the moment. Let me just do the thing. Um, 0.80 times CB plus 0. Okay, and then don't. Okay, so um, 0.01 times CH, and then don't you have to? Don't you have to? Hmm, hmm, hang on. A575 equals KB 0.01 times CB. Oh, hang on, I think I remember. Um, plus K. Oh, wait, oh, yeah, no, that's right. 0.01 uh, times.
Are you writing this down?
CH, yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I had like a iPad so I could like do it on the iPad
Yeah.
and that'd be cool.
Mel's iPad's pretty good for this type of stuff.
Um, CH. Okay, so I've got like two. Someone's calling me. Can you hear that? It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
annoying. Um, and then don't you have to do the same to both sides or whatever. So I have CB and CB above each other. No, actually, I don't know. I'm lost again.
Just do me a favor. Try where you see CH,
Yeah.
sub in 80 CB. Like sub in option A.
Oh, okay. Um, um, 80 CB, 80 CB, and then okay, so it would be. I fucking can't keep all these things in my head. I am writing them down, but I can't read it. In the exam, you have 2 minutes to do this question, by the way. How crazy is that? um,
I'll be honest with you, like I'm not even sure that the strategy I'm telling you will work for sure. I'm just because I don't actually understand this question.
okay, so I'm putting in wherever there's a CH, I'm putting in ADCB. CH, ADCB, ADCB. Okay, done that. Now what?
Hmm. You know what? I just had a thought. I was just writing it down. If you put equation 1, like just write out equation 1 equals equation 2 and don't do like the a fucking whatever 5 equals. Just do the second half of equation 1 and the second half of equation 2 and then just go like so 1 equals 2 and then solve both sides and then you can solve them at the same time kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Nope.
So you'd have so you would have where's the fucking so you would have yeah. So you would have 0.8 CB plus 0.01 CH equals 0.01 CB plus 0.01 CH. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now derive me the answer from that, big boy.
Did you do that? Did you write? Do you have that in front of you?
No.
Okay, we'll do that because then it'll when I finish explaining it, then maybe it'll make some sense and also
What am I
and then you
writing?
can like work on it.
0.80.
So 0.8 CB
Point
plus
8. 0.8 CB. Where are you getting that from?
because I subbed in. So in the equation, I subbed in 0.8 to KB455, and so 0.8 times CB is 0.8 CB
Okay.
plus, and then again I sub into KH 455 0.01
Yeah.
times CB, so it's 0.01 CB.
Yeah.
So that's equation 1. And then do that, then do equals. And then for equation 2, we'll sub everything in. It'll be 0.01 CB plus 0.01 CH.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So now we can get rid of 0.01 CH from both sides by subtracting it from both sides.
Hmm.
So then we have 0.8 CB equals 0.01 CB.
0.8 CV equals 0.1 CV.
0.01 CB.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So then I guess we can move it all to one side. Actually, I don't know. Maybe move it all to one side so you have
Wait, what was the thing again? 0.8 CV equals what? 0.1 CV.
0.01 CB.
Yeah.
So then what we'll do is we'll I guess we're trying to solve for 0 because if they're the same. So then what you'll do is subtract 0.01 CB from both sides. So then you should have 0.79 CB equals 0.
Hmm.
You got me? Are you with me?
Kind of. We haven't
And then
touched the
to
other
get
side yet though, right?
then to give well, yeah, if we subtract 0.01 CB from both sides, then one side turns into a 0
Yeah.
and the other side is 0.79 CB because you're doing 0.8 minus 0.01.
Hmm.
So you should have
I mean
0.79
the other side
CB.
is in the 0.01 CB plus 0.01 CH.
What? No, we've no, wait. Didn't you subtract 0.01 CH from both sides after the first thing I told you to write down?
Isn't it 0.01 CB plus 0.01 CH?
No, yeah, sorry. You're subtracting 0.01 CH from both sides. Apologies.
Um, but you can't do that because there isn't two CHs on. There's only one.
No, because there's a 0.01 CH on both sides, right?
Did
In the
I miss?
first
I
one
must. Did
you
I
wrote down.
miswrite? I must have miswrote that.
The
Then.
first thing I told you to write down was 0.8 CB plus 0. Fuck it. I'm just gonna put into ChatGPT and then just get a better explanation, and then I can send you a screenshot because I See what I said now? So those are the two starting equations. Then if you sub in the constants, you get that first line, right? Then you subtract 0.01 CH from both sides. Then you move basically you're just moving the value you're moving all the values to the left-hand side by minusing 0.01 CB. Then you've got that equals 0, then you just then you divide by both sides by 0. Whatever that value is, and then you get CB equals 0.
Yeah, I guess the problem is I can't replicate this.
But like the idea is when they ask you like to make one equals the other, I think you just solve for like 0, because if the value equals 0, then they both will be the same. You know what I mean? Like if you put them on either side, of each other and then solve for 0.
But like, just say, put in ChatGPT, like, just make another question like similar to this, and then just share it with me, and I won't know what to do because I don't get the principle.
I wonder if I had ChatGPT in high school, if I would have just cheated or if I would actually use it to help me. Okay. Here's a practice question for you. So, no. Oh, she's just up.
Should be fine.
Well, like tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel will be here. Mel will be here before we get back because we leave quite late. So yeah, I bought some jerky to see if it would be good. I think he just sponsors that jerky brand, the Jack Links. It's a new one. I've never had it before. Tell me what you reckon.
Chili lime.
Tell me what you reckon. You reckon that's good? I reckon it sucks.
Chili lime. The texture and stuff's pretty good.
You like that?
Oh, not chili lime flavor. It's kind of feels funny. Whereas like
I got a biltong one that tastes a little bit better to me, but it's still like
yeah,
I'm looking for a good jerky brand. I just can't find one. Yeah, the biltong one's alright, but it's a bit fatty. Like you just bite into one and you're like, oh. I like there's one brand that I always get, but they only sell it at IGA. Oh, I did that.
I think I'm just gonna have to move on because I don't get it
Hang on, I'm doing it
and
still.
I'm getting frustrated. So it's best to when I get frustrated, I just move
No, hang
on
on.
because it's like it affects my study. So
Okay. I'm trying to. I'm doing it as well. So just a bit of maths, mate. Yep. Would you like it? Yeah, I got it. Do you want me to walk you through it?
yeah, go try.
The new one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So I would recommend writing it down at the actually no, I'll just send you the answer from. I'll just ask ChatGPT for the answer and then send it to you. Okay. So you sub in your constants, right? You did that.
No, I didn't write anything because I was just like thinking about life and the meaning of it and all
So
everything.
you didn't even attempt it, and then you said, "I
Well,
can't even do it."
like that like I honestly I didn't know where to start. I was looking at it. I go
Mm.
like yeah,
Yeah.
it's just literally it's actually I'm not even kidding. It's like overwhelming for me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this?
Yeah, well, there is a lot on there, but once you are able to recognize like the important pieces, and I think it's always good to attempt it, even if you like get halfway and then just go, I have no idea where this is going. At least then you know, do you know, it helps. It helps just to try, start writing things down and see what you can get. So, what what I did and what the way to do it is you put so you've got that first line, it says given, and then you've got your two equations there. Then it says you basically slap the equal sign in the middle. You put equation A on the left and equation B on the right, with the constant subbed in. Sorry. Do you see how that second line is that chunk is possible?
No, because I can't remember like the like.
It's not a memory question.
No. But like, what I mean is, I could write this down. So I could write it down, right?
Hmm.
But I can't remember like. So like, we could literally go step by step through it, right? And
Yeah.
then because I can't remember the steps, I don't
It's it
know how I got there, and I don't know
but
what the fuck like I just did.
but you really only need to remember one or two steps, and then the rest will just flow. So again, just don't crack it straight away. Just try follow it with me. All right. Go open up the answers. Open up the answer again. Okay. So that where that line where it says for the two absorbances to be equal, set them equal. Do you see that line? That equation there?
Hmm.
Do you understand how how it got to that line? So when we sub in, it's just put the from the right of the equal sign of both equations. So it's put equation 1 on the left and equation 2 on the right,
Hmm.
right? Oh, huh? Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll come 5 minutes. Alright, did you write the whole thing out? You need to get like a second camera that's like facing down at your like page. Oh, true. It's gonna be a bit scuffed though. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So do you see, just before we continue, stay on that page. Just stay on that. on that type of thing. Yeah. So do you see how those two equations could be simplified even more? Like, do you know that? It's just
Yeah, so
we'll
you
go
just
back to like
get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that.
no, you don't get rid of it.
No, I don't know then.
Command Z. Yeah. So 0.72 cx is the same as 0.72 times cx,
Okay.
right? So like when you have like this is going to sound really crude, but when you have like numbers back to back with letters in mathematics, that means they're like multiplied by each other. They're like there's like a time invisible multiplication sign in the middle. So step one, when you're asked a question that says anything like, you know, how can we get equation, you know, this number equaling that number or something like that, or if it's in this case it was, you know, for A460 to be equal to A600, when you hear that language, when you're like one equal to the other, you're following this protocol that we're about to do. So the first step is take everything.
Hang on, what the hell, my camera's gone. Why is my camera gone?
I don't know.
Anyway.
So take everything to the right of an equation 1 and copy it on a new line underneath and like
I
leave.
think my, no, fuck it, who cares?
So
Right from
copy
equation
everything,
1.
yeah, and like simplify it. So it's like 0.72 cx. So like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave a bit of space because there's gonna be a bit. No. What?
Wait, what am I
Like
right?
do it on the, no. Delete that. On the file, start on the far left because you're gonna write out like another equation. So like start on the far left, yeah. So now do, yeah, everything on the right hand side. So cx, just do 0.72 cx. Yep. So that's the same. So 0.72 cx is 0.72 times cx, right? And then do the same for this. So 0.03 cy and then equals. No, yeah, do equals on the right. Yeah, and then do this, then do equation 2, the second half of equation 2. So now what you've done is you've satisfied the original sort of goal of this question, which is make A460 equal A600. Do you get how we've done that?
Yeah.
Right? Because we've got A460 on the left and A600 on the right. You with me? So now what we can do is see how there's a 0.03 cy on both sides of the equation now. So what you do to one side, you have to do the other. So to get rid of 0.03 cy on the left, you subtract 0.03 cy, but you also have to do that on the other side. So you're basically just getting rid of 0.03 cy on both sides. So now the equation on the new line.
That's wrong.
So on a new line, you're doing 0.72 cx equals 0.04 cx.
What? Oh.
Because we subtracted 0.03 cy from both sides, so we got rid of it, right? So are you still with me?
Yeah.
On how we get to this stage? Okay. So now what we want to do is get all the values to the left. We want to move everything to the left-hand side because now we want, you know what I mean? We want to get everything to the left. So now what we do is to get rid of the 0.04 cx on the right. Yeah, exactly right. Cx. equals 0 now. Equals 0. Right? And then to get cx on its own, because remember there's an invisible multiplication sign in between the number and the letter. So to get rid of cx, you have to divide, the opposite times divide, you have to divide by 0.68. So if you divide by 0.68,
Divide what by 0.68?
both sides of the equation.
Of this and this.
Yeah.
This and this.
So what would you get? Yeah, oh, yeah. So what would you
0
get
divided by 0.68.
is what?
Fuck, who knows?
What do you mean? Anything divided by 0 or times by 0 is 0.
No.
Because you can't do it. So it's 0 on the right, and then 0.68 cx divided by 0.68 is what? One, yeah?
Wait, what? 0.68 cx divided by 0.1
0.68. Yeah. So 1 what?
cx.
Yeah, 1 cx. But in mathematics, you don't have to write 1 cx. You can just write cx because that by definition is one of this 1 cx is
Right.
just cx. So mathematically saying 1 cx is not incorrect, but that was a weird way to write cx.
I realized I wrote my C backwards, so
So
I
you do
turned it into...
cx equals 0, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to do the other side of the equation now. Yeah, you have to have always both sides. So cx equals 0. So now go back to the ChatGPT answer. Oh, look. Got it right.
Give me another one.
So, but do you understand? So let's go back to the notepad real quick because I just want to so on the
Just quickly.
the third
All
line
of
up.
this though is like, when I say yeah, I get it, and like yeah, I understand. I'm just saying yeah, I understand to like
I know,
what you
but
told me to do, and then I did it. Like,
yeah,
I'm
but
not
you
saying
understand it.
I get the
But
concept or anything. Like, I don't get any of
yeah,
that at all. I don't get what the fuck we
well,
just did.
you don't necessarily have to get it. You just have to understand the maths by each line, and then you don't have to understand it as a whole. You just need to solve the
No, but
next line.
that's
Does that
what
make
I'm
sense?
saying. I do need to, like, that's fine if I like, because I definitely
Okay.
don't need to understand that now because I don't even know how to do the maths yet. But like, I
Okay.
do need to understand that because like, if you
Alright.
look at
Well,
the
this
the
is
question,
algebra. This is
well,
this
this
is like
isn't.
algebra. So
Yeah. Anyway, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know that I need to do that by reading this question.
well, I didn't at the beginning either. I remember what I didn't know it was that either. But then once I was just like, I tried that, and then I was like, that's not it. And then I was like, oh, I remember this thing from maths in school. Like this is something from high school that I remember. So go back to the fucking yeah. Go up 2 lines from the bottom one. Go to the 0.72 cx equals 0.04 cx line,
Hmm.
and just get rid of, change it to 0.72 cx equals 0.04x. Just get rid of the cx and just make it x. So using like the same method, I just wanted to like run something by you real quick because you can only, in this sense, you wouldn't. So before we subtracted 0.04 cx from both sides and it cancelled it out, right? But in this case, you can't do that, right? So what you would do, like, because you can't subtract different, like, you can't subtract if they have like a different letter on the end of them. You can't subtract them. Does that make sense?
Can you
So like
subtract the
if you would,
x?
if you were to subtract 0.04 cx from both sides, what you would get on the left, you'd get 0.68 cx like last time, but then on the right, you'd get 0.04x minus 0.04 cx. Does that make sense? Because it's a different, like it's like a different category of number. Like the letters change like the category, if that kind of makes sense. And you can't subtract those numbers from each other. We could only do that because they were both CX, like of type CX, if that makes sense. It's actually fucking hard to explain. But do you know what I mean? Maybe a good resource would be like solving algebraic equations, like just regardless of this. Like if you ask ChatGPT to create you like some things to solve, but we can do another one.
I did like yesterday. Like I was just on. All I did reps. Like look at this. Like this is all just me doing like. Wait, where is it? Like look, this is me doing step by step, just reps of like, just repeating like. I did it like 3 or 4 times, just to like.
Were you getting it right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like,
Mm.
uh,
So
kind of, but not
you
really.
just the only thing you really have to remember is when it asks you to make like when you hear the language where it's like make one equal the other, you just put them on either side of the equal sign and you just solve it. You solve it down so that, step one is to like get rid of the duplicates kind of thing. So we got rid of, zero, what was it? We got rid of 0.03 cy off both sides because there was like a duplicate. And then the next goal is to move everything to the left hand side, and then you get it to equal 0. Does that make sense? Or like it might not always equal 0, but in this case it did.
Yeah, the reason I couldn't start before though, when I was like just fucking staring at the thing, is because like I didn't know what like I didn't
Mm.
know what goes where. Like I didn't know
Yeah,
like
but now that you know to put the equations on either side, like to put them left and right hand side of an equal sign, the rest kind of just flow. Like, you know what I mean? The rest will kind of like you can get the rest just by doing that first step. So
yeah,
if
I
all
still
you know
don't
is
get
just to
this.
do
I still
that,
don't get it. Like why does like why all of a sudden are we like so there's two equations. Where's my
I got to go, by the way, so I can't actually stay for too much longer because Mel just got home and I got training tonight and stuff, so I got to sort some stuff out.
Alright, but just one thing. Why all of a sudden did these two separate equations like just turn into like one thing?
Hmm. Well, because they asking you to make. So the question asks for A460 to be equal to A600, which of the following must be true? That's what the ChatGPT question is asking, right? So it's saying like, basically, what happens, what has to be true for these two equations to be equal one another. So to test what will be true if they equal one another, you make them equal one another, and then you solve the equation.
Yeah, right.
So that's why you put them on either side of each other, because the question is asking what's going to happen when these two equations equal each other. So when you hear that kind of language in the question, step one, put them either side of the equal sign, and then just boil it down.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah.
I mean, look, it's not an easy, like, it's easy for me to say now, and then you get a slightly different looking question, and then it's like, oh, is it this or is it that, or you know what I mean? But
I mean, these are all steps on the road to success.
That's true. That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah. It's all good stuff. It's all real. It's all food for thought, as I like to say.
Oh, just
I
keep
don't think I've
fucking.
ever said that in my life. But
Oh man, just keep fucking plugging away at it, and it'll fucking eventually you'll just recognize it when it comes time to answer an actual question about it.
that is the plan.
All right, boss. I gotta run, but maybe if you're on late tonight, I'll jump on for a bit.
We'll see.
All right,
Thanks, buddy.
no worries, mate. Good luck.
Yeah.
Laters.
I've lost my camera, so I'm just gonna finish off with no camera, unfortunately. pretty certain that this isn't the right, like, use of this method, but I'm gonna try and see what happens anyway. Um, okay, I'm getting tired, so we're gonna leave it here, and maybe tomorrow we'll do this little bit. Um, I'll see you in the next one.